Good morning. I am Rama Subramanian, Assistant Professor, CIC Department. Today I am going to take topic about disk scheduling in OS. First of all, what you want to know about what is disk scheduling? Disk scheduling is used to store the data in a hard disk. How do you want to store the data in the hard disk? The hard disk will be separated into a cylindrical-like structure and other sectors, and it is used to store in the fast access time and disk bandwidth. And access time is divided into two methods. One is seek time, another one is rotational latency. Seek time is used to move the head of the cylinders in which sector you want to store, and rotational latency is additional time, that is we are getting the request, in which request and waiting time for the data. For that you are using the fast response seek time plus rotational latency delay plus transfer time to use to find the which cylinder and which sector your data will be stored in a disk. And for that you are using the disk bandwidth. It is used to measure the number of bytes you have transferred from the fast to last data transfer. And in this disk scheduling, you have many resources for getting the disk scheduling. Is another one is input output request of your data. First one is OS, another one is system process and user process. OS is used to get to your disk address, your memory address, and your number of sectors to transfer. And ideal disk is used to make a waiting for request. If there are two or more data are transferred in a process, here you want to be waiting in the queue. For that, measuring the queue, you want to show which queue want to come first. For that, you are using the disk scheduling is for measure the data by different process. And you are already I told about the desired disk is how to control in which queue want to store your data and which queue want to be come first. Already we know that in hardware is one of the slowest part in our system, our computer system. So assessing the time, we want to measure some algorithms. That algorithms we are using for disk is one is FCFS, first come first serve, and SSTF means shortest seek time first, and another one is scan, C-scan, and look. In first come first serve, it is a simplest form and easiest form of disk scheduling algorithm. That is, we already see in the data such a first come first serve. Like that, it is used in a queue is come now for first in first out. Which data is coming first, that will be stored in your data. For the advantages, every request get a fair chance. All the requests will get a fair chance, and no indefinite postponement, no postponement. And in disadvantage, it is used to optimize the seek time and not provide possible services. This is a example data we have taken. Some of the data bandwidth will taken for that. For that, they will give the header point, one of the midpoint of your data. So it will start from 53. Next 53, next data coming is the value is what 65, and another data is 67. Like that, you have measured the data. And measure value to measure, and we get to the total bandwidth. Next one is shortest seek time first. Which value is coming short to a header point? Shortest seek time is used to measure the advanced queue. Which level is coming first? Which value is coming first? That value is to be measured in the shortest seek time first. For that advantage, it is average response time is very less, because why means you are getting the shortest value near to the header point, and the throughput is increases. And disadvantage is overhead to calculate seek time. Advanced level we can measure the seek time, and it is exaggeration of request is coming to delay, and highest variance of response time is used. For that, you see here measure point again same value I taken for the SSTF. So header point is 53. Next shortest is 65. Next one is 67. Again it will goes to the shortest time is 37, 14, and again the last two point is 183. This also the bandwidth request is measured when you getting the value of 236. And Next topic is scan. Why are you using scan? It is used to move the disk arm in which a particular direction we want to move the scan position or arm position in your disk. So it is used to measure the high throughput and low variance of response time. In what are the response time, will be taken low variation, and it is an average responses. Disadvantage long waiting time, because why it is long waiting time means whenever the header point is started, it will go from the ascending order, and that is lower order 53 to 37, 14, and it goes to the starting point of your location, and starting point of your location it will goes, and again after that only it will move to the next position 53, it goes to 37, it goes to 14, then goes to the starting point of 0, after that it goes to the higher next position 65, 67 and 98, 122 and one last only 183. It is a bandwidth measure time is 331. Then say like similar to scan, this C-scan also it is used to measure the disk in which service, and here they will immediately return to the beginning of the disk. The data is transferred and it will be waiting in the queue. It will go to the starting point like scan only. C-scan also it measured in the return, but it has return trip of the formation, circular list. The advantages, the waiting time of cylinder is decreased compared to the scan algorithm. The waiting time is less than scan algorithm. It provides uniform waiting time, and it provides better response time. Disadvantage is it also take more seek time like scan algorithm, and is yet to move till end of the disk. For example, we see the C-scan. Starting from the 53, 64, it will go to the last of the disk, and after that, when you reach the last of the disk, it will immediately reach to the starting point of the data disk, and then afterwards only remaining disk will be fulfilled. Here, the bandwidth measured is 386. Next one is we are going to see about the look algorithm. Look is advanced version of scan algorithm. It is other name is called elevator algorithm. It's slightly better seek time and slightly better than the response time. First one is whenever you see the disk algorithm, we go first come first serve. SSTF, scan, C-scan, look algorithm will be measured in your data. How the data will be stored in your disk algorithm will be measured. And the look algorithm, because you similar to the scan algorithm, but it move track not go to the end of the point. It go to the immediate point will be request. And any pending request is means is move direction towards the starting and servicing point in opposite directions. The main difference is scan algorithm is not distinct from one end to other end. There are no requests at the end. But in look algorithm, it is starting from the first request at one end and last request at the other end of the data. The advantage is it does not call head to move till the end. It will be transferred from the any request for or any queue point will be transferred. It provides better performance, better than the scan and C-scan. Look is will be better. It does not lead to starvation. Any stacking point will be not be added. It provides low variation in response time and waiting time. And disadvantage is overhead of finding request. That is, the data will be overheaded. The queue will be weighted in one or more direction will be weighted for that. So there is a overhead of finding the end request, and it causes long waiting time for the cylinders. So overhead of the data, so it takes long waiting time for the request to be serviced. Next one is C-look. It is both enhanced version of scan as well as look algorithm. It's usually of wrapping the track as a circular format of direction. It is used to store your data in a C-look algorithm. Advantage is does not head to move till the end. It will be stored in the mid of the point itself and reduce the waiting time for the cylinders, and it provides better performance than look. But it is the disadvantage. There is here also the disadvantage is overhead of finding requests, because there are one or more requests or more requests gathering in one the queue. It will be take overhead of finding the request. This the diagram for that. For OC, look, first is 53, the starting point is already header point is 53, it goes to nearby the point of 65, 67 and 98, till the reach, it goes to not to it, end of the point, in width of the lowest value is 14, goes to that, after that only goes to the next lowest point of 37. So, disk bandwidth is, the bandwidth is name is 326. Thank you for your cooperation.